Okay, so we're still working on the spreadsheet for Sounds on the Shore. That's task 5A and 5B. We'd almost finished 5A. All we had to do was format the cells to currency and whole numbers. Okay, so to do that, we just make sure that they're on currency. And if you want to change them from decimal to whole number, you just decrease the decimals. Okay, and then we'll delete that formula. I will delete that comment, and that's that sheet complete. So for 5B, we need to go into ticket sales, and we need to work out the income for the day ticket sales and the income for the weekend ticket sales. So this is how many tickets have been sold, and we know what the price of tickets are because we worked that out previously. So we are going to do equals the number of tickets that have been sold multiplied by the cost of tickets. This is day tickets, so we are talking about this cell here. And because when we've replicated down, we want to stick on that cell so it doesn't move, we're going to make an absolute cell reference by putting in our dollar sign. Remember, you can just press F4 on your school computers. My laptop doesn't do that. And then we'll replicate it down. So we'll see that for this one, for example, it's moved down to B12, which is what we need, but it stayed on B8 on the other sheet, so it's kept timesing it by the right thing. And for the weekend tickets, it's exactly the same. How many weekend tickets have been sold multiplied by the cost of the weekend ticket, and then we'll make that an absolute cell reference. So it sticks on that cell as we replicate it down. Okay, so that's comment 1 and comment 2 complete. So we can just click on them and delete them. Just press and delete on the keyboard. And the last thing we want to do is we want to work out the total that's been made from all the sales over the course of the weekend. So income from day tickets and the income from the weekend tickets. So we're going to use our sum button for that because it's just a multiplication. It's just adding, sorry. But we have to add these two columns together. So we need to have a D4 across to E13, and that'll add all these numbers together for us. And then press enter. Okay, and then we can just delete that. Now, these should be in currency because it's money that we're making, and we'll put them down to no decimal places, and I'll format this one to currency as well. Okay, so that's that spreadsheet complete. If we go back onto our cost spreadsheets, you'll see that these ones have automatically updated for us, which is great because they were sitting at 0 before. So our total profit should now be a profit rather than a loss, which it was previously. It's updated for us. That's a great thing about spreadsheets. So now it's just to show you how to print it off properly. So when you're printing, you need to print in value view. So that's like this. So file and print. And you want to make sure that you are putting on one page. So fit sheet on one page. Okay. You also want to have your page layout with your grid lines and your headings ticked as well, okay? You also want to print out your formula. So to show your formula, it's Control and the bridge key, and that'll show your formula. So that lets you mark or note that you've actually done the formula and you've not just worked it out in your head or typed it in. Make sure that the columns are wide enough so you can see the full formula. So, for example, if it looked like this, that wouldn't do. You have to make it wide enough so you can see the full formula. And again, when you print, make sure your grid lines to your headings are printed. Specifically in this instruction, it's asked for it in portrait, so make sure it's portrait, and then file and print. And you want it all to be fitting onto one sheet. Okay, also make sure you put a header or a footer with your name and the task in it. And that's task 5A and 5B completed for Sounds on the Shore.